Hey, man, I say let's get to it, fight fans. We got nothing but good news to talk about tonight, man. Salute to you all, fight fans. It is the homie. Main man, me, man, is in the building. Oh, yeah. Good night of boxing talk, fight fans. Hey, y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Yes, sir, fight fans coming on through with a great live stream tonight, man. It's always great to come on through and talk this real spiel with the boxing fans and the boxing fam. What's goody, man? What's goody? Salute to you all, man. Salute to everyone that catches this live. A major salute to everyone that catches this on the playback. Y'all already know what it is. Hit that thumbs up as y'all pull up, fight fans. Oh, yeah. Do the homie a favor, man, and hit that thumbs up as y'all pull up right now, man. Salute to you all, fight fans. What's goody, mob? What's up with you, man? So we are gathered here today, everybody. It looks as if that we got direction. Rubber meeting the road. My favorite kind of boxing talk, fight fans. No fluff, no stuff. Just coming through real spill. You know what I'm saying? My favorite kind of boxing talk. Let's get to it, shall we? Salute to you all, man. Salute to you all. Who I got pulling on through here off the jump. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. I got my man up in the building. First one on deck. What's up with you? Hope all is well. Salute to my main man, Muhammad Tola, out there rocking out, man. Salute to you, Muhammad Tola. Beautiful day of boxing, you know what I'm saying, that we about to talk about, man. He says, yo, man, did you get some intel on me to know that I wasn't going to be in the Baturbia versus Bivol live that you did? Strike two, man. So you got my shout out, huh, bro? You got my shout out. Well, that's good, man, because I want you and the rest of those Baturbia fans to understand what they are dealing with. You are dealing with a dazzling, I repeat, a dazzling fighter. Since everyone wants to take my word phenom, you know what I'm saying? I can't say that no more, man. So we're going to switch that to dazzling. Let's see how many of y'all bite that shit. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you all, man. But he is a dazzling fighter. What do they call it? A boxing savant. We're talking about a boxing savant, Muhammad Tola, versus Mr. Testosterone. I'm just saying, though. Notice that he's a plant and swing kind of dude, bro. If them feet ain't planted, he ain't feeling comfortable with swinging. I got questions, Muhammad Tola. I got questions. I want to give a major salute to my main man, Chief Iron Call out there, man. Chilling. What's up, fam? You know, we got some good news to talk about tonight. You know what I'm talking about? JP Mendez is on deck. What's up, homie? What's up with you, bro? He says, yo, man, 4 times lineal champion. Say it again for the haters in the back. You haters, do y'all see that right there? What y'all got to say about that? Hey, listen here, man. Let me just take this off the jump before we get this train rolling. Ain't nobody trying to hear nothing about no tickets. Ain't nobody trying to hear nothing about no pay-per-view sales. Ain't nobody trying to hear nothing about none of that crap. Look at here, man. This is like this. If you were on the wrong side of history and you betted against Terence Crawford, you're going to be one of the ones 20 years from now telling your grandkids that, you know what, I witnessed Terence Crawford whole undisputed run. And I rooted for Terence Crawford. I knew how great that he was. That's going to be you. When all of this time you knew that you were hating, that you were talking about his ticket sales, that you was talking about how many pay-per-views that he sold, well, you were throwing around Bob Arum's words. I just want those you to know 20 years from now, when we're going to be sitting here talking about a perennial, lineal, all-time great, that y'all were on the wrong side of history, man. Y'all were on the wrong side of history. So I love it. You know what I'm saying? Man, what are you talking about? Let's get to it, fight fans. For those who haven't heard, salute to you all. Well, word on the curb, man. We hear the news coming from everywhere, ringing all over the internet. Beautiful, fight fans, beautiful. And it turns out my main man Terence Crawford and Sabastian Fundora is going to be throwing down. According to Michael Benson, and it's all over the internet, the WBO has now officially ordered Sabastian Fundora to defend his WBC and WBO super welterweight world titles in a unification versus Terence Crawford next. Crawford has the WBA super welterweight world title and the WBO interim belt. 30 days to agree to a deal and then purse bid. So first off, give a salute to Michael Benson for putting one thing straight, because a lot of fans were going back and forth for quite some time whether or not Terence Crawford had the super belt or did he just have the regular belt. So according to Michael Benson, boxing reporter, someone that we all know, respect, and we use his work a lot, he's calling Terence Crawford the WBA super champion. So Charlo, eat your heart out, Charlo. Damn, Charlo, you dropped the ball, homie.
Be the challenger sometime. Be the challenger sometime. Be the challenger sometime.
See, Charlo, all you had to do was come out and blink an eye, bro. We was down, man. We would have rallied the cause. We would have got the momentum going towards the Charlo cause, you know. But you wanted to choose to be quiet. You come out with one or two social media posts, and then we don't see you no more. You act like you wanted the Bud Crawford fight before, you know, you went up and got that Canelo payday. You was talking all, you know, matter of fact, even after the payday, you coming all out talking all this smack, and now you nowhere to be found, and your opportunity is just floating away. You don't come back and try to lean on the WBA and say, WBA, I'm the champion in recess, so, you know, I should be next in line. I stepped out of the way to allow all of this stuff to happen, but you've been quiet as a Charlo mouse. You've been quiet as a Charlo mouse. You ain't said nothing. The only thing that we heard you say is,
be the challenger sometime. Be the challenger sometime. Be the challenger sometime.
like, bro, you just let Sabastian Fundora just rough you off. So we don't want to hear nothing from you no more, no time soon. Go over to PBC and fight one of them, you know, I guess whoever they got left at 154. Go do whatever. Go do the Danny thing. Go do what Danny is doing. You know what I mean? Go find an old fighter. Stay away from the smoke. You done made your money. You sleeping on silk sheets. So now you don't want nothing to do with Bud Crawford. You was quiet as a church mouse, bro. So we're moving towards Sabastian Fundora. Now keep in mind, fight fans. Now this is the last couple videos that I did on Terence Crawford. I was speaking about Crawford's interview that he did over at the Porterway podcast. And I heard on the Porterway podcast, Terence Crawford say, well, if I don't get the Canelo fight, which is the fight that he really wants, but if he doesn't get the Canelo fight, the next fight that he wants was Sabastian Fundora. A lot of fans didn't hear that part. And so we heard news of Sabastian Fundora coming out saying that he was going to choose a different path. He was going to go in a different direction. So we wasn't sure if Bud Crawford was letting him off the hook and getting away. We all knew that Bud Crawford won the WBO interim belt by defeating Mademan. So he's the WBO interim champion, putting him first in line for that WBO mandatory belt. We know that the WBO loves them some Terence Crawford. They always down to rock out with Bud. And so, you know, it's working like that. And so, but we wasn't sure if Bud was going to lean on that WBO opportunity or if he was going to let it kind of float away. So Bud Crawford is staying true to his word, as he stayed on the Porterway podcast. This was the fight that he wanted. He was always in position for this fight. I know there was some talk about Earl Spence Jr., but y'all got to stick to the script. You got to stick to the facts, fight fans. It's easy in these boxing times to be led astray. It's easy because people like to toss names around just to kind of get the clicks clicking. But at the end of the day, to the Crawford fans that build the foundation, we all knew that they're more than likely that we were headed into this direction. And also, if Terence Crawford would have turned down the WBO situation of being mandatory, he could have easily circled the block and came back around because he's also the mandatory in the WBC. Let me say that again, because I just seen one hater creep in the back just now. He's also the mando in the WBC. Do we not understand that, fight fans? It's not just one sanctioning body, it's two. For everyone who think or want to concoct some crap about Turki Al-Sheikh failing Terence Crawford, then how the hell did he make a mando in two sanctioning bodies before you can blink your eyes? Make it make sense. Half of you out here don't know what the hell y'all be talking about. Terence Crawford was never in a bad position. Go talk about his ticket sales. Go talk about how many people in the building. Meanwhile, he's going towards 3 times undisputed, and his bank account, I'm sure, is doing very, very well. So y'all going to keep counting tickets when Turki Al-Sheikh don't even give a damn? Y'all gonna keep telling Turkey Al Sheik how many pay-per-views that he sold? Like y'all the inside man, y'all gonna keep on doing that. Y'all were the flies on the wall, right? Well, meanwhile, I got Turkey Al Sheik rolling with 3 networks covering Bud Crawford. When the last time we seen some shit like that, fight fans? Make that make sense. When the last time your favorite fighter had 3 networks covering him, all 3 of the majors? We're talking ESPN Plus, DAZN, as well as Amazon Prime, all covered Bud Crawford's last fight in unison. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Unison, fight fans. And so here we are, going towards Sabastian Fundora, Samson Lekowicz with his little, keep him away, we don't want but Crawford, he has no charisma. Yeah, okay, well, it's nothing you can do about it. I heard seeing Samson's latest words, and Samson looked like he trying to play nice all of a sudden, fight fans. Y'all see him? Oh, I would never cross Turkey. I would never cross another promoter. Oh, we're waiting on Bud Crawford. We're waiting. They didn't even know which way they were going. Earl Spence clearly is not ready. Something is wrong with Earl Spence. Last thing I heard, something went pop, and they say something ain't right. So Earl is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Even if he wasn't fucked up, here's the deal. They just don't got the pull to take this situation away from Bud Crawford. Simple and Simon. There's nothing that they can do. Well, man, they can pull Sabastian Fundora. Well, how would Sabastian Fundora feel about losing a world title? Because if he don't fight Bud Crawford, he gets stripped. This is an order, fight fans. They got 30 days to make a deal. The original order we thought that was going to come down was August the 5th. So if Sabastian Fundora want to drop his world title, fine with us. Ain't that right, fight? If he would have chose that route, fine with us. Because guess what? Bud Crawford would have still had to circle the block and come right around for that WBC also. It is called chess, not checkers. Not checkers, fight fans. So that's just where we are, man. So this is great news. I think, fight fans, salute for Bud Crawford. He always knew that he was the man in the driver's seat. He always knew that he can push certain buttons whenever he felt like it. It's just that maybe he was waiting around to see what Canelo was going to do. Maybe he was waiting around to see if there was honestly a chance versus Canelo. Honestly, I keep telling y'all, fight fans, I believe that Bud Crawford is even amazed with how far we've got in the Canelo and Crawford talks. I don't think that he ever thought that this would be a realistic possibility. For us to get as close as we are, right? For Turkey Al Sheik to constantly be linking up Terence Crawford or keep constantly making attempts to try to do Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, with Canelo vouching that his people are reaching out to him every time he turned his head around. Who would have knew that this was real talk? Who would have known that this is where we would be? Bud Crawford, the CEO of 154 pounds, because all roads lead back to Bud Crawford. So it's like, yo, if I don't do Canelo, I go for 3 times undisputed. This is wonderful, fight fans. Now, I got to admit, now Sabastian Fundora, as far as in the ring, and before we get in the ring, hold on 1 second. Let me grab a couple comments real quick. Salute to y'all all that's coming on through, man, before we get into the ring. You know what I'm saying? More than likely, Punk Dora will likely vacate. It's all love. Give it up. Get his shit up. Simple as that. Dog, the goal is 3 times undisputed. The goal is not Fundora. The goal is no specific fighter, fight fans, truth be told. It don't matter who it is. It could be Mickey freaking Mouse. It could be Mickey Mouse. As long as there is a belt involved. That's why Mademan became a target. That's why the rest of anyone at 54 with a belt becomes a target. Meanwhile, Charlo ain't even got a belt. And he still was a target. But everyone at 54 is a target that got a belt. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So he can vacate, but guess what though, Balash? He can vacate. That means he'll be down to 1 belt, which is the WBC, which Bud Crawford is also Mando in. Let's not forget that part. See, listen, who was that the other who just won? Who was that? Who was that won the W? Oh, Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz won the WBC interim belt, but he's not the mandatory. Hear me and hear me clear, fight fans. Why do y'all think that Virgil Ortiz was screaming he wants to fight Tim Tszyu? because he knows that there's going to be politics with that WBC. He's not going to be able to just walk into that shot. He knows this. This is why you see Virgil out here calling out Zoo, or wanted to go towards the IBF situation, because if he can get next to that, that will guarantee him more than likely the only belt that's available. You see? Now, would they have done him versus Spence? Maybe they still do him versus Spence. I don't know. I mean, that's a big money fight. It ain't necessarily got to be a belt in there for them two to make some serious money. Maybe Virgil continues to go in that direction. I seen Virgil's little wish list that he dropped on his social media the other day. Earl Spence, Terence Crawford, and I forgot who the third one was. I think it was Tim Tszyu. But either way it goes, you know, maybe he still wants to go there. But at the end of the day, fight fans, let's not make no mistake. And let's not be ignorant to the fact that Terence Crawford is also the WBC mandatory as well. Nothing moves at 154 without Crawford's blessing. Nothing. They have to ask Terence Crawford just to raise their hand for a fight. And guess what, fight fans? Terence Crawford is also the money man of 154. Oh, yes, the money man. Let's not forget that part. All roads. Why do you think Charlo was looking at Bud Crawford? Money man. There's no bigger money fight at 54 outside of Terence Crawford. You could say Earl Spence, maybe, but that depends on what he looks like when he come back. He come back looking like trash. He ain't no big money, nothing. Cowboys is not going to vouch for that shit. So at the end of the day, listen, Crawford is in position for any freaking belt that he wants. Even the Tim Tszyu and Bakram over at the IBF, fight fans, keep it 100. Bakram fights for Aegis Climas, a manager that's very much in business with Turki Al-Sheikh. Correct? Now, you may say, well, Mainman, if Tim Tszyu win it, he may run it and take it back over to PBC. I don't think so, because there's nothing over there for him. I mean, what are you going to fight, Earl, for the IBF? That's about the best he's going to be able to do. Unless Charlo going to want to fight him, but Charlo is showing no energy to want to fight Tim Tszyu. Nothing. So I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Hey, salute, fam. Hey, Fundora is going to drop that belt by the morning, says Last of a Dying Breed. Let him drop it, man. Let him drop it. Drop it all you want, bro. That's Terence Crawford. And guess what? And we taking that. We going towards undisputed. The goal is to be 3 times undisputed, man. Hey, listen, man. How beautiful is this? We in a 4-belt era. Well, we can't get nobody to barely do nothing from the other sides of the tracks. We got Terence Crawford looking to go undisputed 3 damn times. 3 times. This is insane. This is insane, bro. I'm rooting for this, man. Listen, if there's no reason for you to like Terence Crawford, not one boxing fan in this generation has ever seen a 3 times undisputed champion. Never. Bro, I am so happy that he, man, looking to go this route right here, bro. I'm telling y'all, man. Don't get me wrong, man. I would have definitely supported the Canelo situation if that's the direction we would have been going. But man, I am so happy that he is going right here, bro. Or at least we hope that is if Fundora also plays, you know what I'm saying? But I'm so glad that this is the way he wants to go, bro, because this is so history making, man. We about to witness every single step. Mademan was the tip of the iceberg. Hell, Earl Spence was the tip of the iceberg. It all started with Spence dismantling and destroying that dude formerly known as Earl Spence Jr. was the tip of the iceberg. And now we about to see this dude whiff through 150. Listen, he becomes undisputed at 154. I'm gonna put it to you like this. Canelo, you cannot deny this man. You cannot deny this man, brother. You technically can't deny him now, but he goes undisputed. You can't deny him. Let's go in the ring just a little bit, fight fans. I know we don't want to go too deep on this until it's actually set in stone that Fundora and Bud is going to fight. But I just want to kind of play with it just a little bit, you know. And the one thing that I got to notice off the jump is, of course, everyone's going to notice that Bud Crawford is known for having a 76 arm reach. Well, Sabastian Fundora is a tall string bean. And I'm not sure, you know what? Let's get this right here live on air. I'm not sure what Sebastian's arm reach is, but I'm sure it's I'm sure it's longer than Bud Crawford, but let's see how much longer. Okay, so yeah, it looks as if Sabastian Fundora got an 80-inch arm reach, fight fans. A 80-inch arm reach. So that basically means that Bud Crawford's advantage that he's had over a lot of fighters of being able to touch them at ranges that they can't touch him, touching them first. You know what I'm saying? Being able to punch from certain angles. Well, a lot of that gets nullified with Sabastian Fundora's 80-inch arm reach. So that is something dangerous. That's something that, though Bud Crawford can still use it in certain points, but you got to ask yourself, how much of a tool will that be against a dude that got a longer arm reach than him? So that's something to think about. Another thing that we got to think about in the ring, Sabastian Fundora is a southpaw. And I know y'all may say, yeah, man, so was Earl Spence. Facts. But Sabastian Fundora is a southpaw. So we know that Terence Crawford is known to be the best switch hitter in the game. So you got to ask yourself, will the left hand be still an issue, given that he's facing another southpaw? Now, y'all know how I feel about that. I actually think that could be, honestly, that could be an advantage for Bud Crawford to a certain degree, because the same way we say about Earl Spence, and a lot of the Earl Spence Jr. strategy is going to go into the Fundora fight. But the same way that we said about Earl Spence Jr., you know, you could be a southpaw, but Terence is not a normal or ordinary southpaw. He's a southpaw with a strong right hand. So the jab can beat you up effectively. So his jab is doing twice as much damage, more than likely, as your jab is doing. So though Fundora may be a left-handed fighter and you may take the left hand away, it's the right hand that you really got to worry about. That's the beautiful thing about Bud Crawford. That's the beautiful thing about Jerron Boots Ennis. Having to be a switch hitter and still be an orthodox fighter, and you switching to southpaw, bro, that makes you twice as dangerous. That makes you twice as dangerous. Because the jab hand, the fastest punch in boxing, right? The quickest punch in boxing, the most consistent punch in boxing, the jab hand, that's now the right hand instead of the left hand. Beautiful, beautiful weapon that Terence Crawford holds. So though Sabastian can take the left away, them straight left hands, the left hooks, the check left hooks, he may be on guard with a lot of that shit. But I'm betting that the jab, like I always have when it comes to Bud Crawford, I'm betting that the jab is going to be the thing that wins it, fight fans. What say y'all? What say y'all? I want to stop and give a major shout out and salute and major thank you, man, for always supporting the homie, bro. My main man, Ramses X, man, who been coming through with a lot of gold lately, bro. Much love to you, Ramses, and I hope all is well, my G. He says, yo, man, late to the party, but always here to support, fam. And I thank you so much, man, for your support, bro. Much love to you, man. We're going to hang that on up there for a while, bro. Much love, man. Thank you so much for that, Ramses. Thank you so much. So yeah, fight fans. So you do got to wonder about that switch hitting ability, man. It's like, damn, bro. Like, I think that's going to be his undoing. I mean, a lot of the same strategies that we used in the Earl Spence Jr. fight. The fact that Earl Spence Jr. was a volume puncher. We know that Sabastian Fundora, when he's comfortable, when he's the normal Fundora, well, he likes the volume punch, right? Which means what, fight fans? Like we said versus Earl. That means that that bad boy can be sliced through punches like a hot knife through butter, right? You put too many of them out there if you want to, homie, you're going to get clipped between them shots. Bud Crawford has timing and no one does it better. No one does it better. See, my opinion is what this guy, Fundora, is going to have to do is become someone else. Matter of fact, take that back. He may just have to become the Fundora that he was in the Tim Tszyu fight. What are you talking about, man? Well, that fool was boxing. That fool was boxing. Jabs, range, using his boxing ability, full extension on his punches, not fighting a short man fight that everyone criticizes him about. Man, he's too tall to be fighting like a short fighter. I agree with that, y'all. I agree. But in the Tim Tszyu fight, because Tim Tszyu was such a heavy puncher, Fundora wasn't trying to run up on him. Not to mention when Tim Tszyu got that blood in his eye, Fundora figured the best thing is to not let Tim Tszyu get into the fight and stand back. I mean, Tim Tszyu was literally laid 3 straight right hands on Fundora like it was just easy. And we're talking about in like round 2 or 3, wasn't that? When Tim Tszyu started to put his foot on the gas, Sabastian Fundora chose to use distance as his weapon. And so I look at it versus Bud Crawford. Bud will sit there and he specializes against guys like you. You will have to be the boxer. He specializes in guys that want to come in there, throw a bunch of punches. He's going to clip you between those shots. He can sit back, play patient, just like he did versus Earl. Very patient, very poised, very calm, and let you do all that you like to do. You could do all of that shit, bro. You could throw punches and bunches and bunches and punches. What I used to say versus Earl Spence, turn up the volume, fight fans. That's all we want. And I guarantee you, if Fundora turn up the volume, his light's going to be put out within 7. Within 7. So what he going to do? You know what I mean? What up, Jerry? What's up, man? All Fundora did was just up his jab output against Tszyu. A no-brainer. Stats say Fundora landed 1 out of 4 jabs. That's not going to cut it versus Terence Crawford. But I will say this. I do believe that Fundora's best chance, like I said about all of Terence Crawford's opponents, I say this is nothing just strictly to Fundora. It's about all his opponents. But his best chance in the fight is to box, is to try to play a chess match. Look how Mademan fought Terence Crawford. People look at how Mademan fight, and I thought when Mademan dropped the ball, that was letting those first 4 or 5 rounds go by and just doing basically nothing. But when Mademan started to kick it up in gear, you notice with Mademan, just like with Kalvalowskis, like they wasn't doing but so much. Like if you look at any of Madramal's fight prior to Bud Crawford, bro, active, jumping in, leaping in, fighting close quarters constantly, just making it up. That's why a lot of us thought going into this fight, like, yo, Bud got his hands full, bro. But he got in there with Bud Crawford and postured for the first 4 or 5 rounds, giving them all up to Crawford. But then when he started to fight, what did he do? He fought more so in spurts. Because doing a consistent fight versus a Terence Crawford, someone that's looking to get your timing and rhythm down, well, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You're going to play right into his hands. And so I think that Fundora going to have to box, fight fans. He's going to have to use that fake-ass long jab that he got, you know what I'm saying? But, bro, I see this boy going timber, you know what I'm saying? Muhammad told us his Bud has to worry about Fundora's new devastating punch. The elbow on top of the head. Who he learned that shit from? Dusty Rhodes? Yeah, them sharp ass elbows, bro. Man, listen, man, Bud fighting through the blood, sweat, and tears, bro. You think that Bud Crawford came this far to let a little blood discourage him? Man, hell nah, bro. Hell to the nah. You know what I mean? Hell to the nah. But listen, don't come in there with no cheating bullshit, Fundora, because everybody's watching, Holmes. Everyone is watching. Everyone is watching. Bud breaks salute to my homie Damone Dames up in here, man. Bud breaks Fundora down with body work and then stops him. I can see that for sure, for sure. The body is going to be right there in front of Bud Crawford. I think that Bud is going to really target the body a lot versus Fundora, bro. I do definitely. And his body shots are thudding, man. Well, I would love to see him fold Fundora. We done already seen Mendoza drop him and knock him and stop him, right? Put him into another dimension and shit. You know what I mean? I thought Tszyu was going to eventually stop him. You know what I mean? I think Bud just going to could chop him down, especially counter shots to the body. Especially counter shots to the body. I think he going to get chopped down to the body, homie. I'm with you there, man. This is going to be something to see, bro. To see Fundora getting folded like a lawn chair from uppercuts to the navel, fight fans. Woo! That's going to be something. That's going to be something. Fundora gets stopped before that cut. He was about to be knocked out in back-to-back fights. Bud knocks him out. True. I'm definitely going with the stoppage in this particular fight. We get this fight. I see stoppage all day. I know a lot of people may say, man, we looked at that Madramal fight and we seen that Bud Crawford, didn't want to really engage with such a bigger puncher. True. I've never, ever seen Fundora as a big puncher. That's the difference. You might say, well, Madrimov packs a good punch, and Madrimov might get Bud's attention and make Bud say, you know what, I'm not going to run up on this strong ass fighter. You know what I'm saying? Which was smart, young, strong. You know what I mean? He is. Rhythm is like wild kind of rhythm and shit. You know what I mean? So Bud was smart not to run up on that kid. But see, Fundora don't got that tool. That's not Fundora's tool. Fundora's tool is volume punching and sharp ass elbows. Fundora Rhodes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Dusty Fundora. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all want to call him. But he's known for elbows and volume punching. This is why Mendoza packed him with one good ass shot. Pow! Put him on his ass, white fans. Put him on his ass. I mean, knocked him into another dimension and shit. You know what I mean? Real spill. Mendoza stopped him. Lubin had him out on his feet. And I am convinced that Zoo was going to stop him if he had not got that hatchet wound. Fundora's nose was badly broken already, says the homie Jerry, man. Gotta agree with that 100%. And, you know, we know what we see, bro. Fundora has been hurt in several fights, dropped in several fights. Like you say, I'm with you. Every word of this comment right here, I'm with you, Jerry. I thought that Zoo was definitely going to stop him. Lubin if he wasn't so chinny his damn self, he probably could have, you know, finished Fundora, but he damn chinny himself, you know what I mean? But yeah, and Zoo was definitely, and Mendoza just knocked him into another dimension. And so I have full confidence, because technically a lot of people may say, man, I don't even know if I can really, well, then he beat Zoo. He did beat Zoo, but a lot of us, if they'd have ran that back, bro, a lot of us would have saw Zoo beating this man. This would have been Paul Williams versus Sergio Martinez. That's what this would have been. For anyone who know about those two fights, you know how those two fights went. Sergio Martinez, whom I thought beat Paul Williams in the first fight, but he didn't get it. He didn't get the win because Paul dropped him. And then in the second fight, Paul couldn't last 5 rounds. Sergio went in there and went to work. Well, that would have been Zoo and Fundora, bro. That would have been, to me, Zoo and Fundora, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So he just can't be himself, man. He just can't be himself. He squeezed past him, Zoo fight fans. Just squeezed past him. Hey, Damone says, salute, main man. Undisputed at 154. Ducknello isn't going to fight Bud. So on to the next. Bro, if, man, he becomes undisputed at 154, homie, it's nothing left to do. If Canelo don't want to fight you, that's the big money fight that Bud Crawford more than deserved at that point. He deserves it now to a certain degree, but if that's going to be the big concession prize, give it to him, man. Give it to him. 3 times undisputed. That shit don't happen. It don't happen, fight fans. We can barely get 2 fighters in the same stable, the 2 fighters we want to see fight each other. To become 3 times undisputed in this political climate, with these many haters constantly dragging his name through the mud, for him to still walk out of this 3 times undisputed, man, that man blessed and highly favored, dog. Blessed and highly favored, man. Come on, bro. That don't happen. And you still got people biting on his ankles, hating on him when this man is trying to go for 3 times undisputed. I cannot take no boxing fan serious that want to talk against Bud Crawford and what he's doing. I can't. You are not a boxing fan. You're just not. You a boxer fan, maybe. A boxer hater, maybe. But you ain't no way in hell you a boxing fan if you don't root for a fighter that's going for 3 times undisputed. No way in hell. I just can't. I wouldn't believe it for nothing. You know what I mean? For nothing. For nothing. I would lose. Don't call. If you dissing Bud Crawford, man, listen. Everyone should be hoping that Bud Crawford can do this so we can say, dog, we witnessed every freaking step of the way. Come on, man. Ramsey says, yo, man, that Madrimal fight went the way it did because Madrimal fainted and moved the whole fight instead of his normal aggressive style. Fundora will be a stationary target and more willing to engage. I think, and you're right about that. But see, Madrimal, to a certain degree, he was kind of smart for doing that, bro. He was kind of smart for doing that, man, because it didn't get him knocked out. You see how Earl ran up on Bud. That was the worst approach that you can ever approach a fight. Which that's why everyone dumped on Derrick James, because it was like, bro, what the hell was that? There's no way that you winded up the battery in Earl's back. They go in, but send him in there to just run into trap after trap after trap versus Terence Crawford. So everyone was looking at Derrick James like, bro, what the hell was that? And maybe people were right. We went in on Derrick James around that time. Derrick was the same dude disregarding the switch hitting ability. It don't mean nothing, man. What you talking about? All right, cool. He's just athletic. It's just all athletics. That's all it is. All right, cool. It's all athletics. He's athletic. You don't see any of the other tools that most boxing fans see. You telling Earl he's just athletic and don't worry about the switch hitting ability, and I guess just go in there and try to break him. Wasn't that their message? They wanted to break Terence Crawford. You can't break fucking iron. What did Drago say when he was banging on Rocky? He's like a piece of iron. You can't break iron, homie. So y'all keep on trying to break Terence Crawford. Sabastian Fundora, if you take that same approach, your ass gonna be folded. Folded. And you and Earl Spence Jr. are damn near clones. Damn near. Damn near. I have no fear of this fight fans. I don't even know how much of a threat that Fundora really is. You got Earl Spence Jr. style. You've been smacked around by everybody at 154. Zoo should have beat you. Your promoter out here pump faking heavy, acting like that you some big shit. But whatever, cuz. We saw Mendoza knock your ass into another dimension. You got Earl Spence. This is why you wanted the Earl fight, because the Earl fight made more sense for Fundora. Earl would be an easier target to hit. Earl is straight up and down, no special effects, right? It ain't nothing to it. It's just get in there, throw a bunch of punches with Earl. That's the name of the game. But with Crawford, you got to use your brain. You don't know which hand he hitting you with. His footwork is still superb. We saw it in the Mademan fight. He can fight you with movement. He can fight you in counter-punching fashion. He can switch it up on you. He can become aggressive and try to walk you down. You just don't know what you're going to get. But see, versus Spence, when you had Earl, what Earl tell everybody, bro? I don't do lines and all this other shit. Remember that shit? I don't do lines, homie. I don't do lines. Okay, well, your ass in line now, bro. Because if your ass don't do lines, ain't none of y'all gonna have no belt. And that ain't nothing but facts, fight fans. All of that, I don't do lines, trying to stun on the dude that whooped your ass. Okay, cool, cuz you in line. And if you don't want to be in line, give up the belts. All of y'all. The only one that's allowed to keep a belt is Bakram and Zoo. That's the position that Boss Bud is in. If you don't like it, beat him. You don't like it, beat him. There ain't nothing that y'all can do about it. Danny ran to 160. He knew it was nothing he can do about it. Why even try, right, Danny? Why even try? Meanwhile, Bud Crawford hovering over the 154 division like a CEO and shit. So good. I guess you're going to have to do lines though, bro. But Fundora was hoping for this fight, wasn't he? He was really hoping for this fight. Bilal says, yo, man, Fundora nose wasn't broke. That was a lie. And the lie detector test determines that was a lie, fight fans. Agreed. And if it was broke, well, guess what? That junk will fuck around and fall off when he get up in there versus Terence Crawford, fight fans. Tell me I'm lying. Salute to my homie DGO in our building. What's up, DGO? Hope all is well out there with you, my friend. Hope all is well. What up, man? Another PBC diva about to get exposed as usual. I know this is going to bring a huge smile to my homie DGO face. Hey, look here, fam. DGO love to see the PBC fighters get folded, bro. You love it. So I know when you see Terence Crawford put hands, feet, and elbows all over Sabastian Fundora, I know DGO gonna be smiling from ear to ear. Man. I know that's right. Salute to my main man Pito, fresh kebab up in here. Pito, what's up, bro? You already know what time it is, champ. He say, yo, man, Bud and 8. Salute, main man. Salute to you, Pito, man. Yes, sir. I think you're in the right ballpark. Definitely up in that ballpark right about there. We got Cooking with Sir Senior up in the building. What's up, fam? Hope all is well, champ. Hope all is well. Muhammad Tola says, yo, man, at the end of the day, the last two men standing at 154 will be Crawford and Zoo. Watch what I'm telling you, bro. You might be right. I'm with it, bro. I'm super with that, man. You might be right. Think about it, bro. Listen. Bud Crawford beats Fundora. Earl Spence is hanging out. Oh, that's 3 belts in one, right? That's 3. I'm tripping. That's 3 belts. WBO, WBA, WBC, all in one fight. Beautiful. And all we got, and I think that Tim Tszyu is definitely going to beat Bachram, which means that a fight between Tszyu and Crawford, I don't know, PBC may try to step in there, but then again, I don't think that Tim Tszyu is going to let them hold him back. Tim Tszyu, you seen him pull back his words about Turki Al-Sheikh the other day. He came out on Turki, man. No, it's just bad communication. It ain't nothing to do with communication. Turki came out, man, letting Tim know, look, I'll put your ass in your place. You don't be coming to me like that. And what it no. We want to work with Turki. We know Turki makes big fights. Tszyu gonna need Turki if he's talking about Bud. I think they'll do it though. I think there's common ground somewhere there. And I think that if we get a situation like that, I don't think Tim Tszyu gonna let PBC hold him back from trying to go for undisputed. He wanted Charlo, but this is the actual biggest prize at 154. Think about this. How the hell, if you Tim Tszyu, just like Earl Spence, could you resist undisputed and taking on the #1 pound for pound fighter in the sport? Y'all see, Earl couldn't even resist. Earl had to say, look, PBC, I'm not hearing nothing y'all talking about. I want Bud Crawford. His little raggedy ass fans out here talking about he shouldn't have gave up so much to Bud Crawford. Y'all sound ridiculous. Oh, he shouldn't have gave up this negotiation or that. He shouldn't have let Bud Crawford come out first. He shouldn't flip no coins, man. Why is he flipping coins? I'll tell you the reason why. Because Earl Spence Jr. don't want to be 95 years old, rocking in his rocking chair, barely can walk, living with regrets. What if I would have beat him? What if I could have beat him? I could have became the undisputed champion. When the last time we had an undisputed champion out of Texas? That man would have been a legend. And y'all wanted him to let that opportunity slip through the cracks. Or because y'all knees were knocking. That's why Earl Spence told y'all to go watch X videos and basically go over there and do something, bro. My fan base is getting on my damn nerves. They sound like a bunch of biatches. Oh, why did you give up? Why did you let him wear those gloves? Oh, why did you let him wear those shoes? Why did you let him wear those socks? Why? Man, Terence Crawford is showing y'all how to negotiate, how to do shit. Y'all don't fulfill my wants and needs because of the leverage that I bring to this table, then I walk away from this damn table. Y'all can scare everybody else here at 147, but y'all fucking with the #1 pound for pound fighter in the game. And excuse my French. With a world title, with a fan base, are you out of your nuggets? Y'all may not want it. The suits may not want it. But how are you going to look at Earl Spence Jr. in the face and tell him to walk away from that? This is where the fans and the fighters get on two separate pages, fight fans. I got Sabastian Fundora, even to his credit. I don't want to knock Fundora, but so much. Because even to his credit, Fundora, from the words that I seen coming out of his mouth, he never got off the Bud thing. He wanted the Bud fight. After Fundora beat Tim Tszyu, remember, we covered the post-fight press conference. And in the post-fight press conference, Fundora clearly called out Terence Crawford. He said he wanted the Crawford fight. It was the suits. Count von Lekowicz, PBC, scared to death to lose the belts to Terence Crawford. They didn't want it, but Fundora wanted it the same way that Earl wanted it. And see, this is why it's like I say sometimes the fans and the fighters live in two separate worlds. People running around like, who is Bud Crawford going to fight? Are y'all tripping? These fighters want to fight Bud. They not like y'all, a bunch of suckers, scared to test how good you are. They want to go up against the best. So Bud, as long as he is the best fighter walking on the planet, he will always have somebody that's going to want to fight him. Y'all don't know shit about boxing if you ever thought that Bud Crawford would be out of options. Always know that. And he's always, and even if this situation don't work, fight fans, keep in mind, there are still backup plans that can be done involving other world titles. So never listen to any kind of talk, man, that makes you want to believe that Bud Crawford doesn't have options and roads and people to fight and, oh, they're boxing him in. This ain't the days of Bob Arum no more. This ain't the days of freaking Top Rank no more. Them days are long over. Bud is the man in demand in a tan van driving to Japan. Perennial, lineal. Simple. Just live with this shit, fight fans. Just live with the shit. Main man, have you seen this Bakram dude fight? From the eye test, he looks pretty good. Fighting style is like Kovalev. Soviet style offense. I caught a little glimpse of him. His last fight. I saw his last fight. He seems to be pretty good. Like you said, a good offensive fighter. Nothing that I seen that should give Tim Tszyu too many problems. You know, we're gonna break that fight down. We're gonna probably do this on the episode of We Talking Boxing. Maybe do it tomorrow, fam. Maybe do it tomorrow. I think I will go into some Bakram and Tim Tszyu tomorrow. You know what I mean? But I'm rooting for Tim Tszyu in that matter. I respect Tim Tszyu fully through and through. And it will be honestly an honor to watch Bud Crawford versus Tim Tszyu for Undisputed. Two stories colliding, virtually almost two underdogs to a certain degree. I mean, a lot of people counted Bud. I know a lot of fans coming into the sport now, but for years, Bud Crawford was written off, man, and counted out. For years, a lot of people didn't think that he can beat those 47 fighters. A lot of people didn't think that he would get past Porter, being the first fighter to stop Sean Porter. And in Tim Tszyu's case, he's the man that's traveling from abroad. And his mission, when he made it be known, he has a mission to come here to America to earn his star. And ever since he stepped foot over here, he's been wanting nothing but their best fights, and he's been fighting his ass off. And I thought that he would have beat Sabastian Fundora all day. They run it back. I'm betting with Tim Tszyu. So it would be beautiful to see that. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful to see that. The question is, though, fight fans, if now we don't get Earl versus Fundora, where will Earl go? I mean, we still got to wait and see and make sure everything lines up, fight fans. But I will say this, just for the newsy people. The last thing that we heard from Tim Tszyu's promoter, Sabastian Fundora, was that they were waiting on Bud Crawford in the WBO. They were waiting for a letter to come in from the WBO stating that the mandatory was underway. So pretty much, according to Sabastian Fundora, from the last words publicly that we heard involving him and Fundora and Crawford, they were waiting on Bud Crawford. Fundora did come out and say different path, but the promoter came out and stated that no, we're waiting on Bud because Fundora wants to keep his title. So it looks to me, man, hopefully everything should line up. Ness Flores says, yo, man, Bud needs to fight Ortiz. No, Ortiz needs to fight Bud. You're saying that a little wrong. Bud don't need to fight nobody. Ortiz need to fight Bud. Ortiz ain't got a belt, ain't never held a belt in his entire career. Do you know how many levels below Bud that is? No. What Ortiz need to do is fight Bud. In order to fight Bud, he got to get a belt. Ortiz should be hunting down the winner of Tszyu versus Bakram before Bud gets there. That's what he needs to be doing, as he's trying to do, to his credit. as he's trying to do to his credit. So my deal is I love the Virgil. I've always loved the Virgil Ortiz fight. I've spoke about it for years. I think Virgil was a special fighter. That don't change, fight fans. Even after his last performance, I still think that Virgil was a special fighter. He may have he may have bit off a lot in his last fight because think about his turnaround time. He came right back after his last fight and went straight into that fight that he just had with old boy that he fought in this last fight. And that was a tough dude. He's tough. He is real tough. So I like Virgil Ortiz, but Virgil got to get like Bud, man. He got to get some hardware, bro. This is why Virgil's on the fast track, because Virgil know he lost a lot of time, he lost a lot of momentum, and to lure a guy like Terence Crawford, which they got the Turkey connection, but Crawford is not even thinking about that. I can tell you, Crawford ain't even thinking about that fight. Virgil got to get on the map, and it's as simple as that. And it's only the fair position to take from Bud Crawford. It's not like, Virgil is just like Jaron Ennis. When we went through this story 1,000 times, they both have had opportunities to fight Bud Crawford at 47, and they both walked away from those opportunities. You can't run around the block and think that $1,000 is going to stay on the ground, bro. It don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? It don't work that way. Muhammad Tola says, yo, only mistake that Spence made was agreeing to let Bud have fishnets on his shorts and shoes. How you gonna be fish boy and allow something like that? And that fool in that net right now trying to still get out, Muhammad Tola, with an opening. This is a net. Net has openings, right? Somebody let me out. I've been in this net for 2 damn years. I think the big question is he wrecked? Is he wrecked? Earl Spence Jr. fans are desperately hoping to see a sighting of Earl Spence, fight fans. This is just where we at. They are desperately hoping and wishing to get an interview for Earl to rally. The Earl doesn't even rally the troops no more. Like, he don't even give a damn about his fans, bro. He knows that he got a couple fights left. He don't care if they come or they don't. He's turning into Keith Thurman. Oh, fight fans, hear me and hear me clear. I'm not even playing no more when I say this shit. Your man is turning into Keith Thurman. And the sad thing about this, fight fans, is that for years, I know Mainman definitely said it. We accused Earl Spence of doing exactly what Keith Thurman did when it was coming down to Bud Crawford, right? Keith didn't want to give Earl a shot. And for a very long time, Earl wasn't giving Terence the shot. And when Keith made all of that money, he got that Pacquiao fight. He got fat and happy. Keith left the game and ain't take it serious no more. Now he's still trying to eke around for a quick payday like Danny just got, right? Well, what the hell is Earl doing? Is he not the new Keith Thurman? A once upon a time awesome fighter, the number one fighter of the class, as a matter of fact. Thurman had 3 belts just like Earl had 3 belts. Damn. Earl then became Keith 2.0, shawty. Wow. This is how it goes, bro. These fighters get to the top, they get fat and happy. They lose hunger, they change. But guess what, though, son? You can never, ever say that about that man. Never changed. Never changed. Hunger never left. We got no videos of him partying. We got no videos of him drinking. We got no videos of him at a carnival hitting on fans. We got none of that shit, bro. We got no court cases, no drama between him and his wife. We don't got none of that. But soon as Earl got them checks, my boy got fat, flipping cars and all that, bro. And I hope this stays. I hope this also stays the same thing for my main man, Gervonta Tank Davis, man. Tank is now starting to walk into a lane of becoming perhaps the most known fighter in the game. He's like knocking on that door if he's not already. And so he's basically damn near at the top of the sport. The only thing when it comes to Tank, the only thing, and this is not much how we like to talk over here. Y'all know that about money and shit like that. But the only thing is that I don't know if Tank is honestly clearing bigger checks. I'm not sure on that. I'm not sure on that. But I know Bud Crawford has been clearing big checks for years. And he's never, ever lost his hunger. That speaks volumes, everybody. Volumes. Hey, speaking of which, why I got this Tank picture up here. Anybody seen Lomachenko? Anybody seen Lomachenko? Or is he still pseudo retired? Anybody seen Loma? Or is Bob Arum still running that protection program? Somebody riddle me that. Anybody seen Loma? And I got some of y'all comments, just to make a little quick segue real quick. I got some of y'all comments on that last video. Oh, man, Loma, Loma is just doing the Tank what Tank did to him. That's all. It's right. How are y'all not holding Lomachenko responsible for the biggest duck in the sport? How is he getting the pass from y'all, fight fans? Don't tell me we dislike Gervonta Davis that much that Vasil Lomachenko get the pass of passes. He gets to retire when he wants to because Tank is in his way. Oh, hell nah. Get this duck up out of here, bruh. Either you come back for the biggest fight of your career. Why do we got to force Lomachenko to come back for the biggest fight of his career? It don't make no sense. But either way it goes, man, I don't want Tank to get to the top. No, I'm not letting it go, DIA. I can't let this go. I'm really surprised by the fam on this one. Y'all are some real live boxing minds in this chat. Y'all know the sport just as much as I do. And for y'all to sit back and say that Lomachenko is not ducking Tank, I don't understand, bro. I really don't understand it, fight fans. I really don't understand it. I really don't. I really don't. So I'm really looking forward to this, man. I'm really looking forward to this. Jerry says, yo, man, Loma will not agree to a one-sided negotiation like Ryan did. Hey, Jerry, he got to show up first, bro. He got to show up first, man. It's going to be a one-sided negotiation if he's not there. Now, if you're saying whether or not the Tank is the A side, I think that, well, you know, what's understood ain't got to be explained. Simple as that. See, Lomachenko takes our money, right? The money he comes and make over here, the millions that he makes over here, and he runs his happy ass back over to Ukraine, and we don't see him again. He abandons his fans. He walks out, don't see y'all until it's time to fight. He don't give no promos. He don't come to no one else's fights. He don't care about nothing but Lomachenko. And so my guess is he's going to come back after the Tank window then closed. Man, Lomachenko need to get the hell up out of here, man. Get the hell up out of here, old ducking ass fighter. Bro, that's even worse though, Jerry. That's even worse. They negotiated for 3 weeks. Everything was going well according to all involved. Then one fighter does an about face should tell you something. No, he didn't even give a reason though, Jerry. Remember, his promoter had to come out and say, well, you know what? Loma just doesn't want to talk. He's just not motivated to fight this year. Man, what kind of crap is that, man? You not motivated to fight this year? So what the hell? That was the reason that they gave. Now they could have came out and said, well, they're not offering us enough money, or we think that we deserve this, or they didn't say. They just said that we just don't want to talk. We just don't want to deal. Y'all told me that Lomachenko, when Tank was a youngin', y'all said that Tank was ducking Loma. Who's ducking now? Make it make sense for me, Jerry. Make it make sense, bro. So you trying to assume that Gervonta Davis and them lowballed him, which we don't know because he never said shit. You trying to assume that they were being lowballed when we don't know that to be true, bro. We don't know that to be true. If that was the case, why would they even bother to negotiate? PBC known for putting gag orders on folks. I mean, as they should, because we know that when negotiations leak out here to the public, things tend to go left and right. The fans, I mean, the fighters hear what their fans are saying, and the fans start holding that fighter to a certain position, and it makes negotiations a bit harder to do. That's honestly been one of the main, I hate to say it this way, but that was a lot of the Spence and Crawford hang up. They were listening to their fan bases, man. I think that in the end, Earl just said, screw my fan base, man. I'm gonna get this fight. I'm gonna cave. Call it caving, call it whatever you want. I'm still gonna make damn near $20 million for the fight. So that's a good ass cave. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, I don't think there was bad negotiations or nothing like that, man. I just think that honestly, Lomachenko fought Kambosos, got him an easy ass W, and now he want to run around and milk that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. He trying to be saved for a turkey card. That's what he wants. He wants a turkey card. But meanwhile, Turkey and them ain't got nobody for him to fight other than Shakur. You know, other than Shakur. So it is what it is. So this is a fight though, fight fans. This, like I said before, we got 30 days for these folks to sit down and do some negotiations when it comes to this situation, man. Let's hope they get it across the finish line. I don't see a cloud in the sky. I truly don't see a cloud in the sky. If Samson Lekowicz was waiting on Terence Crawford and the WBO to contact him to get down and negotiating for this fight, then here we are. I'm expecting for both sides to go quiet. If they come out and say one or two things, cool. But if they go quiet, fight fans, then that is good news. If we hear a bunch of Samson Lekowicz doing a bunch of interviews, not good. You know what I'm saying? If we get Sabastian Fundora doing a bunch of interviews, not good. If we hear anything from Turki Al-Sheikh, not good. When we got this announcement, then this should go dark. This should go dark. Y'all hear me out there? This should go dark. We shouldn't be hearing nothing come out of this. If we hear anything about negotiations, anybody talking about money, anybody crying about anything, that's not good. If they talking about this fight publicly, it ain't good. The number one sign that you always know that a fight is underway is when they go what? They go dark. Shakur Stevenson the other day says, I'm out of here. I see y'all later. I did all of the internet kicking up I needed to do. I'm going dark because I got to fight. Not to mention Shakur has got his internet impressions up big time. So his next contract should be pretty damn good. He did a wonderful job of using Gervonta Davis's name and fan base to keep him hot to sign that new deal. Beautiful, beautiful strategy, bro. Beautiful strategy. Salute to Shakur, man. And I can't wait for Shakur to get busy underneath Turki Al-Sheikh. Remember when Tank said that he was sending Ryan a demand? We say, well, remember when Tank said that he was sending Ryan demands like this and that, and Ryan signing everything? Oh, wow, it's thunderstorming out here. Oscar said that he was not involved in any of those negotiations. Facts. I seen that, man. I seen that. Ryan wanted to see, listen, Ryan wanted to fight. Oscar may have wanted thinking money and don't give up this and don't give up that. Ryan wanted to fight. Ryan wanted to fight. If a fighter has his sights set on certain ambitions or certain goals or certain accomplishments, when he came into the fight game, he may have told his mother and father, I want to be undisputed one day. That's my goal. Or I want to be champion one day. That's my goal. When they get that shit right in front of them, it's hard for another suit to convince said fighter to go into another direction. This is why I'm shocked, truth be told, fam, of how they were able to convince Jaron Ennis. I'm really shocked about how they was able to convince Boots to just walk away from the Bud Crawford situations. Say screw him. Even this time around, like this is ridiculous, bro. We got Turki Al-Sheikh wanting to do a Bud and Boots fight, just wanting to do it. So I don't know, and Boots is like no. Everybody blaming Bud for it because that's just how this shit goes. Bud has been a pincushion for years. But Boots turned him down at 47 and then turned him down at 54. Like, how do you do that shit? So that's why I'm questioning Boots' ambitions. Like, bro, what is your ambitions for real? Is it just money? I get it. The fans is talking real heavy. He's great. He's this. He's an awesome fighter. Blah blah blah. But is it just money? Because the Bud Crawford situation you didn't do. The Earl Spence fight didn't happen. You ain't fighting Stanionis. You ain't fighting Barrios. You won't move up to 54 to fight no one up there. And so I got a question. What is the ambition? Main man, his ambition is to become undisputed at 147. Well, how the hell is that going to happen? Does anybody know something that I don't? PBC don't deal with Eddie. How is that going to happen? We ain't got to make a deep, intricate conversation about it. PBC don't deal with Eddie. Whatever reasons that they got, they just don't do it. How does this help Boots? Well, main man, Turkey ain't got PBC resistant Turkey. I don't know what his ambitions is. I'm waiting to see it play out, I guess. I don't know. I know he got paid very well from Steven Espinoza for doing a bunch of nothing. A bunch of nothing. Here we are with this Norman situation that's out here, and we don't even know who to believe. So, I will say that Eddie Hearn has a better relationship with Bob Arum that he has with PBC. So maybe they can do Boots and Norman, but y'all heard my video. I'll believe it when I see it, man. I'll believe it when I see it. I don't believe that Norman and Boots is even going to happen. I think it's the typical 1-2 step that boxing has been doing for years. Same shit. Knowing that Boots fight ain't going to do shit. And so we're going to attach Boots to a name, and we're going to talk about it, and the fight ain't going to happen, cuz. How many times have we seen this shit? Tank and Shakur just went through months of back and forth, and ain't nothing. And I've known for months that nothing was going to happen. But they did it, and they sucked in a lot of fans with it. So I don't know what Boots' ambition is, man. Maybe y'all know better than I do, man. It's a great fight, DIL, without a doubt. It's a great fight. It's definitely a great fight. I want to give a major salute to my main man, Luke Colazzo, out there, man. What's up with you, man? Chilling. What's up, main man? Crawford and Madrimov was also a WBC title eliminator. And if Fundora drops the WBO, can WBC step up? Absolutely, Luke Colazzo. Absolutely. 100%. That was an eliminator that put Bud into the mandatory position with the WBC, and he has Turkey Alice Sheik to thank for that, man. I gotta give it to Turkey, bro. Everybody, I gotta give it to him. What he's done for Bud Crawford has been nothing short of fucking amazing. We have never seen sanctioning bodies fall in line behind Bud Crawford, other than the WBO. The rest of them, he had to take them. He had to force it and take them. This time around, they just lining up behind Bud. Well, or should I say lining up behind Turkey? Jerry says, yo, man, got news for you. PBC does not do business with Bud Crawford either. They had to be dragged, kicking and screaming to make the fight. To make the Spence fight, even with Showtime financing it. Yeah, but that took Spence. That took Spence to go to. Remember, we forget about those cryptic messages that Earl Spence was leaving all over social media during that time. Take the L out of Lover. Remember that? Forcing him to a Keith Thurman fight that he didn't want to do. Earl wasn't even preparing for that fight. Earl knew that he was going to pull a swindle move in that fight the whole damn time. Remember, fight fans, how we used to, when we was watching Earl's weight around that time, and we noticed that though they were talking about Spence and Thurman, Earl ass wasn't training. And then all of a sudden, Earl ended up in a car accident, right? A mystery car accident. Earl fought PBC for that opportunity. PBC was attempting to try to manipulate Earl away from Terence Crawford. That's what they wanted to do. And here's the crazy part. Even though Earl Spence is lost, from the words that I've seen in recent times, bro, and I guess I tip my head to Earl in this case, bro. Even though Earl Spence is lost, bro, he's giving total respect to Terence Crawford. And hear me clear. He is very content and happy with himself for making that decision. Yeah, he might have lost, but he got the answer to his question. He got the answer to the question that was burning in his head. Can I beat Bud? Can I become the best fighter in the world? His fans was putting him in the top 5 pound for pound without him even moving up in weight. They were anxious to put him number 1. And all he had to do was beat Bud Crawford. That's why he went for it, man. I respect that, bro. And he's had nothing but respect. He's even backing Bud Crawford over Canelo. I seen Earl Spence's recent words. He says, man, he backs Bud Crawford over Canelo Alvarez, and he hopes that Bud Crawford gets that fight. So I rag on Earl a lot, and it has more so nothing to do with Earl, more so to do with a lot of his fans. But I got to tell you, fight fans, man, Earl a stand-up dude, bro. He is a stand-up cat, man. I got to give him total respect for that, man. He has not dissed Terence Crawford one time, and he was honestly very transparent with the people about, like, he never hid the shit, bro. He never made it like, oh yeah, man, they did it, somebody else did. No, he took all his lumps, man. He took all his lumps, and he came out square and let it be known it was all on him. He took his lumps, and he gives total respect to Terence Crawford. Earl Spence Jr. will never, I repeat, never forget Terence Crawford, homie. It's real spill, man. Damn, it's thundering and lightning like crazy out here, fight fans. I think I'm gonna get ready to shut this on down, and I'm gonna come on back tomorrow for We Talking Boxing, man. We got that hardcore lightning. We got that Big Trouble in Little China lightning going on out here and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You remember how your grandparents was back in the day? If you had a thunderstorm going, I don't know how my grandparents were. We had a thunderstorm going back in the day, man. We had to shut everything down in the house. My grandmother used to say that's God talking, or that's God working. But you couldn't get on the phone. You couldn't play your video game. You couldn't watch TV, bro. Everything in the house had to go off. It was, I never my grandmother, whenever she would literally just sit in the living room or sit on the back porch and just listen to the rain and listen to the thunder and lightning, man. Rocking her chair. Real spill, man. You know what I mean? It's since I was a child, it's just been one of the habits that's always stuck with me, man. When it's thundering and lightning that bad out there, you shut down and you kind of listen. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Yeah, it's that War of the Worlds type lightning. Hey, he say War of the Worlds type lightning. Hey, bro, it's lightning like crazy out here, man. I don't do lightning, bro. I can do the thunder. It's that lightning I don't be messing with too happy like that, man. Yeah, man. He says a Smoke Smitty says I'm from that with the candle or a radio scanner. Absolutely, man. It's it's tradition in my household, man. And I keep a lot of my grandma. She's not here with us no longer, and so I try to keep as many of her traditions going as possibly can. I'm one of the people in my family that I try my best to keep the family together, and I'm the guy that they all call when something's on their mind, something's in their heart. You know what I mean? Or even, because I do a lot of spiritual studies and stuff. So they call me up for advice in areas like that. I'm that guy in my family. You know what I'm saying? All the little youngsters, they know about my days from back in the day. So they all come to me for advice from, those who still out here ripping and running and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they come to me for a lot of advice and a lot of shit. So as I've grown older, I appreciate tradition more. And I appreciate stuff from, that I grew up with even more now. You know what I mean? So it means a lot. You know what I mean? It means a lot. Hey, Muhammad Tola says, yo, man, Bud is a problem for everyone. Absolutely, bro. I don't see nobody fucking with him, man. You know what I mean? Truth be told, to be honest with you, the only person that I'm really going to be watching at 154 is Tim Tszyu. I think Tim Tszyu poses the highest threat at 154 for Bud Crawford. Bud would have to figure Tszyu out. Tszyu is so heavy-handed, man, and he's tough, which means he's willing to go through some of this lightning out here. You know what I mean? So I think that Tim Tszyu is, to me, the biggest threat for Bud Crawford. So that way, if we do get that full undisputed at 154, that's a threatening fight. And even if Bud Crawford don't fight no more after that Zoo fight, if we get it, and he wins that fight, bro, we're talking red air. We're gonna be reevaluating Bud Crawford's career again. But he's the one that I'm keeping my eye on. If we get this fight, more than likely we should be getting this fight between Bud and Fundora. Bud beats Fundora. That will, to me, set the stage for Bud and Zoo. Total undisputed Riyadh season. And this is going to be Turki Al-Sheikh doing a second undisputed fight. Because the first one, Muhammad Tola. The first one, homie, we got coming up real soon. Check out, oh, you said you checked out the live stream. Cool. Yeah, we're going to be doing this real soon, bro. This is Turkey's first undisputed. He fuck around and do another one, man. Let's do it, man. Let's do it, fight fans. So let's see if it all sticks, fight fans. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it on up from here. Let's see if this all sticks, man. It's starting to get down and dirty out here, so I'm going to get off the air. Sabastian Fundora versus Terence Crawford being ordered by the WBO. They have 30 days, fight fans. 30 days to make something happen, or else purse bids. And trust and believe, they do not want this to go to purse bid, because if this goes to purse bid, Turkey winning it, right? This goes to purse bid, you might well say this is going down on Riyadh season. Turkey setting the rules. He's setting everything, man. It's going to be on DAZN. You would wonder if it's still going to be on Amazon. Probably so, because Turkey's down to, have all of the broadcasts to show his fight. So maybe so, but they got 30 days to agree, and we go to purse bids, fight fans. So let's hope it all works out, man. And I think that we're going to be going down this trail. Let's hope they go dark. So salute to Bud Crawford. Salute to his route. Salute to 3 times undisputed. And most importantly, before I get out of here, fight fans, salute to this guy for losing his opportunity.
Be the challenger sometime. Be the challenger sometime. Be the challenger sometime.
Don't think that, when Bud Crawford win all of these belts, that your ass gonna come out the woodworks and try to kick up dust then. Nah, bruh. You missed the boat. You missed it. You fucked up. Wanting to be quiet. Wanting to not say nothing. Not want to kick up no dust. We was waiting on your ass, Charlo. And now you about to get left in that dust. So it is what it is. Y'all be blessed out there, fight fans. Have a blessed night, man. I catch up with y'all tomorrow for We Talking Boxing Live, where we'll go through the sport and see what's happening around the sport. Y'all come on and rock out with me tomorrow, man. And y'all have a blessed night out there. And for those who's out there in the rain, stay safe. Protect yourselves. Protect your families. Remember, the devil, the demons are everywhere. They want you sad, depressed, thinking that you are not great, thinking that you are not divine, and you can't escape this world. You hands down can escape this world. You can change this world. You got a great energy inside of you, fight fans. Go out there and use it. And when you change the world for the great, you come back and tell me and the fam how you did it. Salute to y'all all. Have a blessed night, fam. We'll pick this up tomorrow. To the next video, fam. Peace out.